Kia ora koutou. This motorway can be stopped, and but if it is going to be stopped, we have to stop it this year. Because what the council have been saying, what the council says, what Auckland Transport said into the Mana Mangere, they said, we don't want to alarm people about it until we've decided what our preferred option is. But what that means is that they're not going to tell anyone until they've got their preferred option. And once they've got their preferred option, they come out for consultation. It means nothing. They just drive it straight through. Only we've got to stop it before that. They say they're going to consult next year and start building in 2015. This is incredibly quick. And it's being brought in because the government wants to get this money, well, this big motorway, $1.5 billion to take this motorway from Ngā Whare Wātea Marae over to Haipo. $1.5 billion. And you know, the National Party are addicted to roads. They want roads, roads and more roads, because that's what the roading lobby wants. They're addicted to tar seal. You know, Jerry Brownlee carries these pieces of tar seal around his briefcase with him, and he smokes them. You know? And when he wants he's got to get a big motorway project through the cabinet, he takes bits of tar seal, he passes them around the cabinet table. And all those national cabinet ministers go, they turn into freaking zombies, you know, roads, roads. They're all addicted to tar seal, except for Judith Collins. She's addicted to bitumen. That was Walter's joke. So what I'm saying is we have to stop it. Now we have to work really hard and fast and smart. So what we've got today, we've got a petition over here. So the first thing is to get a petition and get this petition around the whole Mangere community. So as you leave today, if you can take a couple of sheets with you and talk to your neighbours and get your neighbours to sign. We've got a few of these leaflets left. We'll have to get a lot more printed, which gives the route of the road, and it tells you the streets that are affected, the streets that are going to be directly affected. It's not just those streets though, in fact it's the whole of Mangere, because if your community is chopped in half, you know, it's damage to the whole community, and we're all part of the community, whether our road is directly in line or not. So the petition, and then we want to try and get a group together, a local committee from the meeting today. You know, not us up here on the stage, it's you guys, it's this Mangere community that needs to run this campaign, and all of us coming in to support you. Okay? It's not outsiders coming in to run a campaign, it's you guys running the campaign, we come in and support. And we can bring people from all over Auckland to help support the campaign. So the first thing is the petition, getting group together to coordinate a campaign. And I think we also need to, we're going to need to have a public meeting. Once we've got a lot more of the community aware of what's happening, we need a public meeting, probably in a month's time or so. It'll be after the elections, but that doesn't matter, it's a campaign that goes on. So we have a meeting here in Mangere, we get the whole community together, and we strategise from there as well. So I think the petition and work towards the public meeting will be the first two things. But I think it's important, Roger, we're going to ask people here if they would like to say a few words about it. We've got an extra microphone down the front, but if you would like to come and say a few words about the motorway, that'd be really good. So anybody would like to? Yeah, come on up.
Sure, everybody, my name is Joe, and I used to be the local union organiser here for the KFC. I hope they don't bulldoze it down. Workers losing jobs. But we live in a crazy city, we live in a crazy world, where things are getting harder and harder for working class people. Whether we're Pakeha, Maori, Pacifica, Tawi, like me, things are getting harder for people. There's a whole generation here in Auckland who never buy a house. Let's forget, how are we going to buy a house on $13.75 an hour? We're paid poverty wages. And when they give us those wages, they design those wages for 40 hours a week. We got 0 hours contracts out there, people. People are fighting to get 30 hours a week. These managers can cut the hours for people down to 20. We need a living wage in Auckland for everybody of $18.40, and we need 40 hours work a week. And these people will fight for us and get them there. Because unlike people like the Labour Party, I'm not convinced with glossy leaflets and new faces. They've abandoned us. Why have things gone backwards in the last 30 and 40 years? Not just because people like John Key are strong, but because our opposition has been weak. We're lions led by donkeys. It's time we're lions led by lions. And there they are up there. Because every one of these people has put their body on the line when it counts. When the people in GI were facing what you're going to face now, these people put their bodies on the line before the police and the trucks and got arrested to defend the people. And if it comes to that here, you know that these people will mobilise and defend them and they won't run away when the times get hard. That's what the working class needs. That's why we need the Mana movement.
Kia ora, I sort of represent the younger community and struggling families as well. So just kia ora to you all on the panel. I'd just like to apologise for maybe some things that I'm going to say. You know, first of all, just to hear about the local board, I'm really pissed off that our Filipina didn't come to us and tell us this. We voted that man on there. I am embarrassed to have voted him on there. I'm at the back over here. I'm the secretary at Mangere East Rugby League. Where, you know, our boys, we try and get the boys in that can't make it into school. We try and get sports, you know. We get this, you know, do 5 plus a day, be active. So we play sports. They want to take that from us. It's go and get an education, go to school. They're going to take those from us, at least we can afford to get into that bloody school over there. So I mean, it's, you know, everything they tell us to do, they're taking it from us. Me and my partner, we've been here for, well, he grew up here, he's 30 years. And we are as well. So we've got four children, and we sort of started on a really shit wage. And we're told by the bank, all you need is 5%. We saved that 5%. By the time we got the 5%, it's 25% now. So how are people going to save? They've been saving for years to get that 5%, and then it just goes up all the time. You know, like Roger said, I'll wait for the market. Then Brown, I'll wait for the market to bring money in here. There's no bloody market if we can't buy the houses. They're too expensive. You know, my family have grown up here, my kids have grown up here, and we've always supported Roger in everything that they do. I'm just, you know, very lucky that my papa is not alive. He grew up in here, Honika. He grew up around here in Mangere, and he would be here and kick some ass. So let's do it together.
I must admit, I just came here to bring my mum here and support James, but after hearing all the injustices, I've decided to join the party.
Kia ora everybody here. It's a pleasure to meet you under so sad circumstances. Kia ora everybody. I'd like to say facts and truth has its rightful place in your community. Lest we forget who went to war for this country. Lest you forget who you are. It does come, blood comes in the colour red. It doesn't come with colour. Pain comes with the same pain and feeling. I'm from Gleninus. And a real politician, a real man will stand on each side of you. They're not behind their desks. They're not looking out beyond. They stand on each side. When you look at a politician, look at him, because he's normally standing right beside you. Hone stood there when the fight counted. When the women were there and the men weren't. He stood up, he stood before the police, and he said, this is what a politician does. He comes out, he gets in the community, he gets dirty, he knows the facts, and then he fights them. The mayor, he brings in policies, not to set you up to fail you, but to set you up to take you places. To bless you, to manifest you, to share, to give, to care, to have equality. not give you policies to set you up to fail. I am an independent out there, but I know who's got my back. I've got to go to the polls next year and vote, and guess what? I might be independent, but I still knew who had my back behind me. And there's a few of them up there that I remember seeing. I haven't got Alzheimer's. I didn't walk up there and forget who was with me in the battle. Your battle's going to start just like ours. They're going to set you up to fail. They'll give you no consultation. They'll give you no rights. And they will say to you, well, you voted me in. This is what pain looks like. Well, you vote them out. You take your shoes on. You put your best dress shoes on. And you take it to the polls. And you tell the people with you, follow me, because I know what pain looks like, and I know what suffering looks like, because we in GI know what it looks like, we know what it feels like, and we also know what a police force does to you. When you stand up for your rights, they try and take you down, and don't let them take you down. Your fight starts here. This is where it begins, and this is where it's going to finish without them taking your homes. Kia ora.
Well, now we get to the Kai time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming along today. Don't forget to sign up over here. This is where the battle begins. Thank you very much. Thank you. The Kai is at the back.